In this video, I will show you how to play with white if you want to get an attacking position and you don't want to remember a lot of theory, what to do in this case. And you don't want, of course, to play some gambit lines. And this system arises after the next move order, d4, d5, knight to f3. Now, for example, knight f6, or it's not important, c5, or your opponent play e6. It's not important. You play e3. Yeah, you play e3. So it is called Colle system. But in this video, I will show you Zukertort variation. Yeah, Colle system Zukertort variation. Sometimes it is called Zukertort opening to Zukertort system. It depends. What is the difference between Colle and Zukertort? Yeah, the difference that in, for example, in Colle system, let me show you. So white doesn't want to play b3, bishop b2, and white wants uh, to play c3, knight d2. Okay, but we discuss this in the next video. In this video, we will discuss Zukertort. And Zukertort characterizes by this move order. So b3, bishop b2, bishop d3, short castle, knight d2. For example, knight c6 bad move, but many amateur players like to play this move. b3, e6, bishop b2, bishop d7, bishop d3, bishop d6, short castle, knight b2, d2, and now very important moment, knight to e5, and then to play f4. And this is the main idea. So we develop king side, put the bishop on d3. Yeah, then we develop queen side, very important to put the bishop on b2. This is a main difference. And then we finish the development. We finish the development and we put the knight on e5. This is very important. And then we play f4. Sometimes it is called Pillsbury attack. This when the knight is on e5, the pawn d4, f4. It is called Pillsbury attack. But okay. So what is the idea? What is the idea? The idea is we want to attack on the king side, and very often, if black players don't know what to do, we can win the game very easily. Okay, for example, for instance, we can okay this position. This is a very typical position. Of course, slightly better is to play c5, and then in the video we will discuss this move, of course. But okay, but what about knight c6, bad move? Also there is bishop g4, we also discuss this. But okay, knight c6, b3, bishop b2. So let me show you the most typical, yeah, you play against low rated player, and so he doesn't know the nuances of this line. He just only want to play chess to develop the pieces and like this. Like, night before, so it was played in the game of not strong players. Night before, but okay, night before is quite logical, but it's too late. It's too late because if you want to play c5, it is better to play this immediately. But okay, but he played knight b5 and now c5. Good idea. So very important moment. This is the first idea, which is very important to remember when you play Zukertort system. You have to save this bishop. You have to keep this bishop on the board because this is very important attacking piece, and you have to save this bishop. Yeah. So for this reason, very often a good recommendation is to start with a3 to make this prophylaxis move, not to spend so okay, this is not so this is not a waste of time, and this is very important prophylactic moves. But okay, but 95 immediately sometimes is possible, but then after knight before, of course, bishop e2, c5, and now a3, bishop c6, and now of course white uh, play bishop b3 again. Rook c8, f4, c takes d4, e takes d4, rook c7 was played in the game. So what to do? Now good move is queen f3. So, and it's not bad move, but g4, the idea is to start attack immediately is also very good. G4. Bishop c8 was played in the game, g5, knight d7, and now what do you think how to play? Bishop take h7. And already white is winning. Yeah, very easy, very easy. Okay, what also, for example, king to h7, queen to h5 check, king to g8, knight to f7. So to attack the queen, the only move is this, and now uh, g6, queen h7. The idea is to play queen h7 checkmate, and in case of this, queen h. So okay, very simple. Let me show you once again. Yeah. So bishop c8, of course, knight to e5, is f4, and then g4, or bishop c8, g5, and bishop h7. So, of course, in this game, black didn't show good play because it was quite a low-rated player, but so very often situation the same attack is happening in the game of strong players. For example, let me show you the game of Miguel Naidorf. The game was played between Miguel Naidorf and Hector Aceta, very strong players. It was played in, I think, in 1942. So, uh, okay, what was played in this game? Yeah, c5, b3. Yeah, in this game was played c5. Of course, c5 is a good option. And um, now important moment also to remember that short castle is a blunder because after c4 you have to play bishop e2, and after b5 it's not good idea for white because in this position very difficult to create attack on the king side, and black has a lot of space on the queen side. So I think that in this position white has to fight for the quality already. So b3 very important, very important. After c5, b3, knight to c6, short castle, bishop e7, bishop e2, short castle, knight e2, b6. Okay, black made very logical moves. Bishop e7, short castle c5. It's okay, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Uh, to play logical, it's not enough because Zukertort system is not so simple. Yeah. So bishop b7 was played in the game, and Miguel Naidorf also played f4. Same idea, 95 f4. And okay, Miguel Naidorf played f4, and Hector Aceta decided to take on d4. And this is not good move. Um, as white were happy when the opponent take on d4. And because very important in this system is to control this four square. And for example, typical mistake of my students, they play this move. But then after 94, black is totally fine because black control e4 square. And it's a very typical mistake of club amateur players. And you have to remember this is very important if you want to create strong attack, and if you want that your attack will be very successful, you have to control e4 square. Very important. And the same with black. If you want to equalize in the system, if you want to get a good control play, when you fighting against Zukertort, very important is to occupy e4 square. Try to mm, fight for the e4 square, and queen c7 is not good. C take d4 is this helps white because white have queen f3, then rook a1, rook a to e1, and here it's much more simple to control e4 square. Okay, but Hector said that just to play logical chess, queen c7, develop the pieces, not bad. And Miguel Knight played c3. Some prophylaxis, not important, the idea, but okay, it's not bad because very important. I think one of the ideas is to maybe again he Miguel Knight uh, so I think he didn't like this uh, option for black, and you see this pawn c2 is hanging, and black has fantastic counterplay, and for this reason this clever move c3. Yeah, now it's not the problem. Yeah, knight to e5. So, and the Hector Asset decided to play knight 8 with the idea to play knight d6. Logical and clever continuation, but queen e2, bishop d6, and I don't like this move, rook to e1. And again, another play very logical. Queen to 7 before with the idea to protect this, a5. Hector Asset tried to create some counterplay on the queen side, but now rook f3. And in this position, I didn't understand the move of Hector Rosetta, but it was played in the grandmaster uh, in this game amongst so between strong players. Knight to date, and of course, same idea, same typical attacking ideas. Bishop takes h7, and then after rook h3, queen h5, strong attack. In the game was played king h7, but okay, but after rook h3, knight f6, knight d3, and the game is over. So, and this is the main ideas of Zukertort system. And yeah, you don't need to remember a lot of theory, and you have a good chances to see this attack in your games, especially in rapid, in blitz games, in chess and chess.com platform, but also in classical game, of course. If you play against 2000, you have a good chances to see this position in your games, to see this attack in your games. But very important, you have to remember these nuances that this before square, and also very important. Keep this bishop on the board and play a3 in some moment, in the right moment. And what about some good options for black? What to do in this case? What to do for and the good option for black, of course, is uh, yeah. Also, Zukertort system works very well against this move order. Yeah, against into Indian players. Okay, but okay, I want to continue my the previous what to do against strong play. And this, on of course, strong move is bishop g4. Maybe not so strong, but okay, it's good move. Or maybe c5 immediately, and then after b3, bishop to g4. So what to do? And in this case, okay, you can play just normal move, bishop e2, short castle, e6, then bishop to b2, c takes, e takes d4, bishop e7, knight b2 d2, a3. But here you have to understand that unfortunately this attack is not good here. It's not good idea, this plan before. Here it doesn't work, and here you have to play on the queen side and to play c4. And your idea is to play c5, then b4, b5, and with a good counterplay on the queen side. So also very important that when your players, when your opponents play bishop f5 immediately with the pawn on c7 or bishop g4 immediately, very important idea is uh, c4. c4, e6, and then knight c3. Oh, sorry. And then queen to b3 to attack this pawn b7. And then very important is to play, try to remove this bishop and to play knight h4 at some moment. Very important also idea, yeah. Knight h4. And after bishop g4, so you can play this move and then very strong initiative. Yeah, we have because with the queen side, a lot of weaknesses on the queen side. Then we can play g5 in some moment, knight g8 and e4, and to destroy black's position. So what else? What else? What I want to add? And yeah, the problem, I think that there is only one disadvantage of Zukertort system, that it doesn't work in case of G6 King's Indian players. So against King's Indian players, it's no, it works. It works. It's possible to play, but my recommendation is to play London against King's Indian player. Yeah, and how to play London against King's Indian players, I will show you in the next video. Yeah, we discuss this topic. Very interesting topic. I like this topic. London system against King's Indian player, against King's Indian defense. So bishop to f4. Okay, what I want to add also, yeah, if you want to support my channel, you can make a payment to PayPal account. I sent in the description. Uh, yeah, so and so I will be very happy because for me it's a good motivation to make these educational videos. Yeah, uh, to discuss this repertoire for to help amateur players to improve your chess. Okay, and yeah, against g6, my recommendation is play this London system. Against Stonewall, you can play this move. It's okay too. But important moment that against Stonewall, same. You can play c4, and then very important is not to play bishop b2, but to try to exchange dark square bishop. This is very important idea. And if black, okay, we can play a4 and then to exchange the dark square bishop. This is very important to remember. But okay, but against Dutch, Zukertort works very well too. So I think that it's enough for this video. If you have some questions, you can write me to email or you can send comments. And of course, if you want to support the channel or if you want to get lessons, online lessons, you can send me an email. If you want to support the channel, you can send some money to PayPal account. I will be very happy. Okay, so